Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Learn English, Grow Yourself. I'm Mel, and today we're diving into one of the most brutally honest and refreshing self-development books ever written. It's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a by Mark Manson. And with me, as always, is my favorite co-host, Matt.
Hey, Mel, I've been waiting for this one. Finally, a book that doesn't tell us to think positive or manifest happiness. Mark Manson just says, stop trying to be perfect. Life is messy. Deal with it.
Exactly. It's not your typical motivational book. It's about choosing what to care about instead of wasting your energy on everything.
So, basically, we all have a limited number of to give. We just need to spend them wisely.
That's it. Today, we'll unpack the big ideas, why caring less can make you happier, how to stop the feedback loop from hell, how to find value in pain, and how facing death can actually improve your life. So let's start with something called the feedback loop from hell. Matt, how would you describe it?
Oh, it's when you feel bad about feeling bad, like you're anxious, and then you get anxious because you're anxious.
Exactly. You judge your emotions instead of accepting them. Manson says that the more we try to always feel good, the worse we actually feel.
It's like emotional quicksand. The harder you fight, the deeper you sink.
Yes, and his advice is to stop resisting. Accept that life includes pain, sadness, anger. They're not mistakes. They're part of being human.
And like when he says, don't hope for a life without problems, hope for a life with good problems.
Such a great line, because it's not about avoiding problems, it's about choosing better ones.
Right, so if I choose the gym instead of Netflix, I still suffer, but it's useful suffering. My muscles grow instead of my guilt.
That's our next big idea, the value of suffering. Mark Manson says what you're willing to suffer for tells you what really matters to you.
That hit me hard. Everyone says they want success, but few are ready for the boredom, rejection, or late nights that come with it.
Yes, it's easy to want the result, not the process. Manson says the question is not what do you want in life, but what pain are you willing to go through?
That's powerful. It flips everything because your values decide your problems, and your problems decide your happiness.
He also talks about how we often choose bad values. For example, wanting to always be right or always be admired. Those make us miserable.
Yeah, I've been there. You can't control other people's opinions, but you can control your actions and values.
And when your values are based on reality, not ego, you start living with more peace and confidence.
Another punch in the face from this book is the idea of responsibility. Manson says you're always responsible for your experience of life, even when it's not your fault.
Yes, that's a hard truth, but also freeing. You can't always control what happens, but you can always control your response.
Like if someone is rude to you, you can choose to get angry or to stay calm and move on. That's freedom.
And that's why caring less about what you can't control actually makes you stronger. It's not apathy, it's clarity.
Exactly. Not, doesn't mean ignoring everything. It means focusing your care on what really counts.
And then comes the deepest part of the book, death. Manson says that remembering we're going to die helps us live better.
Morbid but true. When you realize time is limited, you stop wasting it.
He shares the story of a friend who died young and how that experience made him rethink his entire life. What matters? Who matters?
It's like death puts everything in perspective. When you stop chasing meaningless things, you can start appreciating what's real.
Exactly. It's not dark, it's honest. Death gives life meaning.
And maybe that's the real subtle art, knowing what to let go of and what to hold close.
Time to recap some great words we used today. Matt, start us off.
Sure. First, to resist, to fight against something. Example, don't resist your feelings, accept them.
To sink, to go down, especially in water or quicksand. The harder you fight, the deeper you sink.
Values, your beliefs about what is important in life. Good values help you make better choices.
Ego, your sense of self-importance. If your ego is too big, you can't learn from mistakes.
Perspective, how you see or understand something. Death gives life perspective.
Freedom, the power to choose your response. You can't control others, but you can control your reaction.
To chase, to try to get or achieve something. Stop chasing happiness and start living honestly.
All right, let's finish with your weekly practice. Here's what you can do after listening.
First, the listening challenge. Repeat the sentence. I can't control everything, but I can control my response. Try shadowing our voices.
Second, the speaking challenge. Record a short voice message explaining one thing you decided to stop caring about this week.
And third, reflection time. Ask yourself, what pain am I willing to accept to live the life I want?
Remember, you can download today's free workbook with the transcript, vocabulary recap, and book summary to keep learning after the show.
And if there's one thing you take from this book, it's this. Happiness comes from caring less about what doesn't matter and more about what does.
2 voices, 1 goal. Better English, better you. Bye for now.